In the quiet corners of our homes, a silent world thrives, one that we often overlook. We fill our spaces with greenery, admiring the beauty of leaves and flowers, but perhaps there's more to these botanical beings than meets the eye. What if I told you that some plants possess characters so distinct, so responsive, that they behave almost like pets? It's a remarkable thought, isn't it? That a living thing, rooted in soil, could offer a form of companionship. They are individuals, each with its own unique personality, its own peculiar quirks and needs. They communicate their happiness or distress, not with a bark or a purr, but through the subtle language of unfurling leaves, vibrant blooms. Today, we embark on a journey into this fascinating world. We will explore the lives of 7 extraordinary plants that blur the line between flora and friend. So, come with me, and let's discover which of these remarkable plant pets might be the perfect match for you. The adventure into this hidden kingdom begins now. Our first encounter takes us to the arid landscapes of southern Africa, the ancestral home of a truly resilient character, the Haworthia. Look closely at its structure. The leaves are thick, fleshy, and dark green, adorned with striking white stripes like tribal markings. In our homes, this succulent brings a sense of calm and steadfastness. It is the epitome of a low-maintenance companion. Observing a Haworthia over time is like watching a stoic friend. Its growth is slow, deliberate, and almost imperceptible from day to day. It is the perfect pet for the observer, for the individual who finds peace in quiet companionship and appreciates the strength that lies in stillness. For those who lead busy lives, or for those new to the world of plant care, the Haworthia is an ideal starting point. Now, we turn our attention to a plant with a wonderfully playful and generous spirit, the Chlorophytum comosum, more affectionately known as the spider plant. These leaves have a life and energy of their own, bending and swaying with the slightest breeze, creating a sense of constant, gentle motion. When it is happy and thriving, it sends out long, wiry stems called runners. At the ends of these runners, tiny new plantlets begin to form. This act of producing offspring is a direct and visible reward for good care. It's the plant's way of saying, I am content here, and I wish to share my vitality. For the plant owner, it feels less like a static object, and more like a nurturing parent, presiding over its ever-expanding family. The spider plant is not just a pet, it is a whole thriving and ever-growing family in a single pot. We venture now into the humid understory of subtropical forests to meet our next subject, the Boston fern. With its magnificent arching fronds, each one a delicate lattice of tiny leaflets, it is a vision of verdant splendor. The Boston fern is perhaps the pampered pet of the plant world. It thrives on attention and makes its needs clearly known. Neglect a Boston fern, and it will communicate its displeasure with dramatic flair, showering the floor below in a sign of protest. A happy fern rewards its keeper lavishly, producing a continuous fountain of new fronds which unfurl in a slow, graceful dance. It is for the nurturer, the person who finds satisfaction in tending to the needs of another living being and watching it flourish as a result. Our journey now takes us to the shaded, rocky crevices of East Africa, the habitat of a plant known for its gentle nature, the African violet. Its leaves are covered in a soft, velvety fuzz, giving them a texture that is almost irresistible to the touch. This plant is the embodiment of sensitivity. It dislikes having water on its fuzzy leaves and must be watered from the bottom. Learning its preferences is key to building a bond with this gentle creature. The true magic of the African violet is its ability to bloom. With the right care, it will produce clusters of the most exquisite flowers. For the plant owner, coaxing an African violet to flower feels like a true achievement, the plant's ultimate expression of contentment. We now travel to the coastal mountains of Brazil to meet a plant that saves its most spectacular performance for a very special time of year, the Christmas cactus. It is composed of flattened, segmented stems that arch and trail gracefully. These segments link together like a living chain. The Christmas cactus is a plant of patience and anticipation. For most of the year, it is a pleasant, unassuming green companion. As the days grow shorter and the nights grow longer, this change in light is a secret trigger that awakens something deep within the plant. Tiny, colorful buds begin to form at the very tips of its trailing stems. This is the moment the owner has been waiting for. Then, typically around the holiday season, the magic happens. The buds burst open into a breathtaking display of vibrant flowers like festive lanterns lighting up the darkest time of the year. Our exploration now leads us into the Victorian era, when explorers brought back exotic treasures, the Chamaedorea elegans, the Parlor palm. With its classic palm-like fronds, it brings a touch of tropical grace and sophistication to any indoor space. The Parlor palm has an easygoing and adaptable temperament, perfectly content in lower light conditions found in many homes. This plant is a slow and steady grower, unfurling new fronds in a deliberate manner, giving it a sense of permanence and stability. The relationship with a Parlor palm is one of quiet, long-term companionship. It sits with you quietly while you read, its green fronds a soothing backdrop. For those seeking to create a calm green sanctuary in their home, the Parlor palm is an unparalleled choice, a gentle green giant. For our final subject, we journey to the boggy, nutrient-poor soils of the Carolinas, home to nature's most astonishing creation, the Venus flytrap. This is not a plant that waits passively. This is a plant that hunts. It is the most interactive and pet-like plant one can possibly own. On the inner surface of each lobe are tiny trigger hairs. This is the mechanism of a living botanical machine designed for one purpose, to catch prey. When an insect touches two trigger hairs in quick succession, the trap snaps shut in less than a second. Pure botanical drama. Caring for this carnivorous pet requires recreating its unique environment, distilled water, direct sunlight, and nutrient-poor soil. Feeding it a small fly every few weeks is part of the thrill of ownership. Watching it capture and digest its prey is a captivating spectacle. We have journeyed through a world hidden in plain sight, meeting plants that offer more than just quiet beauty. Distinct personalities rewarding our care in unique ways. They communicate their needs, respond to our attention, and can become companions in our daily lives. The line between houseplant and cherished pet can be beautifully blurred. The question now is, which of these captivating characters has spoken to you? Do you see yourself with the generous spider plant or the sensitive African violet? The world of plant pets is vast and filled with potential friends waiting to be discovered, each offering a different kind of relationship. I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which plant would you love to have as a pet, and why? I would love to hear your stories. If you've enjoyed this journey, please consider subscribing and joining us for our next adventure into the fascinating kingdom of plants.